In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. A very fresh morning, and from Colonel's CSS Academy, Bahawalpur, Lieutenant Colonel Tosif Kamal, retired, extends a very, very warm and fresh morning to you with lot of greetings. Yes, dear competitors, dear students, straight away, let's discuss about the journey, about a little careful but continuous journey that you have chosen, and that is the journey of your preparing, your aspiring, your attempting, your sitting in the examination hall of what? Of CSS exam. Dear competitors, I promised, and I am going to fulfill my promise, that I would be giving without any charge, without even a single penny, charging you people or asking you to spend your precious money. It's maybe, quite irritating and maybe not welcoming by all the academies, CSS academies, getting almost, 150 Ks or 1,50,000 per month or per course. The complete fee the CSS students, they are paying for their attending the classes. But from my academy, maybe virtually or physically, whosoever is to join me, it is free of cost. It is just Pakistan has given me a lot. I am so indebted. My even 7 generations cannot pay back to Pakistan Army what Pakistan Army and Pakistan has given a huge amount of wealth to me and to my family as well. Yes, dear gentlemen, it is the a great honor for having been there at Pakistan Military Academy Kakul, from captain to the rank of lieutenant colonel, and then having been there in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, I was located at Tabuk to extend my English language training to all the Saudi brother officers, and I went on secondment to Saudi Arabia. I was located at military city Tabuk, and a lot of things are there. Even today, I can't pay back to anybody. I can't pay back to my patrons. I can't pay back to my trainers, my groomers, my teachers, my all those associates, or the very associational bond that I even today I enjoy with them. I can't pay back. My family cannot pay back. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. And my salute to all those who trained me, who groomed me, who prepared me to be straightforward, to be a teacher, to impart training to my students. What was so special that I am giving it to you just as a gift from my side? Yes, dear audience. Yes, dear competitors. Yes, dear students. Yes, CSS aspirants. And yes, all those, the first 40 toppers. I am confident, and I have my confidence reposed in you, if you follow, if you adhere to, if you are ready to follow your routine, and the routine will be a very, very hard task master's routine, schedule. It will be the routine of your hour. It will be your hourly routine, your daily routine, and to cut it short, I would like to start straight away with my, this program for you that I have chalked down for my students, for my all those competitors, that what must be your ideal routine of one day, starting from 1st June. Starting from 1st June, maybe day after tomorrow, or maybe any day from the first week of June 2026. And this is how that you have to, and you must be revolving around, and you have to be adhering to this routine that I am going to. Why? Because journey that you have selected to walk on, or to travel, or the passage that you are walking on, it must be a prestigious Federal Public Service Commission CSS exams. Yes, dear audience, CSS exam is not merely an academic preparation, rather a disciplined transformation of personality, a disciplined transformation of your intellect, disciplined transformation of your character, a disciplined transformation of your personal and national identity. As a CSP officer, yes, of course, the difference between an ordinary aspirant to do CSS exam, to sit in the CSS exam, the difference between an ordinary aspirant and a successful CSS officer. What is the difference between these two? It is very much as the intelligence alone, not only intelligence alone, but daily habits, little habits, small habits, small, adherence, little habits and daily habits, strictly adhering to those daily habits, without which it is not possible that you qualify your CSS exam. You have to adhere to, and you have to practice consistently over hourly chalked out your daily routine, weekly routine, monthly routine. Only then. And what are those important routine segments, or chalked down, or disciplined, or systematic your daily routine? I am going to talk to you on these very, very important things. Yes, dear audience, permit me to start. You know, Pakistan requires competent, ethical, and then intellectually mature and emotionally balanced civil servants. The CSP officers, the bureaucracy, the bureaucrats. Why? Because CSS aspirants must cultivate habits that develop both your mind, and your personality. You have to develop your personality. You have to let your personality absorb those important things which would continue to be part and parcel of your habitual routine, your permanent routine, your natural way of doing and opening the day and locking the night. So these are the 24 hours routine I am going to discuss with you one by one. First is wake up early. And believe you me, you have to own your habits. You have to own your routine. Ownership that you have to have. Ownership with your routine. That it is really, you are waiting, anxiously waiting for that 1 hour which is to come, and you have to do this within the time limit quite well stipulated by you, well jotted down by you. So you have to wait for that. And you wake up early in the morning. One of the most common habits of successful candidates is early rising. Early birds. Why you have to become early bird? Why you have to inculcate this habit in you, that you have to wake up early in the morning? Because morning hours offer what? Morning hours offers highest concentration, mental freshness, minimum distractions, and strong memory retention. Dear students, believe you me, if I recall my those days there at PMA, so I relish, I enjoy, recalling is just a treat to me to recall those morning fresh activities there at PMA. Start of the day, opening, inception of the day, and a full life is there to give you a message. And even you see the roads, walls, grounds, all the monumental Pakistan Military Academy schools, buildings, everything is so fresh. What to talk of natural freshness? What to talk of a dewdrop there on a leaf of a tree, or an apricot tree, or an apple tree, a dewdrop there on the tree. And you see, scintillating, rather reflecting the presence of, the sun rays there. Morning, freshness of the morning. So what morning hours offer you highest concentration, mental freshness, minimum distractions, strong memory retention. And what is the recommended time? You as a CSS student, you from first week of June onward, because in the second week of February 2027, you will be actually attempting your paper. 1200 papers, 1200 marks paper. So you will be attempting compulsory papers and optional papers. So wake up time 4:30 to 6 o'clock in the morning. Begin the day with prayer, reflection, planning, reading. And permit me to share it with you, a very, repeatedly shared for a number of times. I have been sharing this saying. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Yes, Benjamin Franklin once said. So this is how that you have to be early in the morning. Number 2, maintain a fixed daily study. Daily study you have to fixed, strictly adhering to that. Early in the morning, yes, what would be the first thing that you would be doing early in the morning? Because CSS is won through routine, not random motivation. It's a routine activity. Activity, ideal daily structure time. That is immediately after the breakfast or before the breakfast. Yes, from 7 onward, immediately after the exercise and morning that schedule is there over, then you have to have a quick 1 hour, 1 to 1.5 hours, you see, commitment, and that is English essay and pressy. Then is the early morning hours, English essay and pressy writing, written expression, English essay, and you see, a lot of and variety of topics of essays that I'll be sharing with you. I'll be giving you on daily basis, on maybe alternative days. I'll be giving it to you virtually, and you will be practicing and sending it across and sending it back to me, sharing it back to me, and I'll then carry out my checking. I'll go through and then uploaded your written essays will be checked by me, and I'll then award marks with certain encircled, you see, maybe mistakes, errors, or maybe grammatical mistakes, or how the essay has been written, maybe outline that you have drawn and you send it across to me, then I will check it up. Mid-morning, optional subjects. Early in the morning, compulsory subject. Compulsory subject, essay and pressy. Comprehension as well. Mid-morning, optional subject, all. And then, of course, you see one current affair paper as well. And then afternoon, Pakistan affairs and Islamic studies and general science and activity. And then in the evening, now I'm talking of and mind you, I reminder to you, soft reminder to you, that we are, you see, focused on the daily routine. It's in the morning of any of the days of first week of June. Maybe 1st June, 2nd June, 3rd June, 4th June, whatever is suitable to you to start your routine, daily routine, you have to adhere to it. I had started off from 4:30 in the morning, prayers, then retention and reading, and then of course, you see, a little exercise, and then of course, that you are maybe recitation from Holy Quran, that you carry out that activity till 6:30, and a cup of tea, or maybe a fresh, you see, lemon water, or maybe herbal intake that you prefer to have. 1 draught, 2 draught, 3 draught, or just 1 glass, whatever that is, that you can go for that. A little walk, perfectly all right. But you see, you have to be strictly adhere to your 6:30, and then after 6:30 we started off, and the early morning I talked about essay writing and pressy, and then of course mid-morning optional subjects, afternoon current affairs and Pakistan affairs, and then is the revision, and then MCQs, and then reading and reflection at night, evening MCQs, and maybe in the evening you dispatch it back to me, maybe my WhatsApp, my email, or preferably email address. That would be appropriate, because that would be there. I would be in a position to send it across to my juniors, my junior colleagues to check it up, to carry out there, because a lot of essays will be there, not possible for me, but randomly I would just select the first or the top 10 essays on daily basis, or maybe weekly basis, then a monthly basis, and the top 10 presses and the top 10 comprehensions. And this is how that we will be doing, and I will be applying to other optional subjects as well, other compulsory subjects as well. And then at night, reading and reflection. But to do this and to revolve around this, there is a golden rule. What is the golden rule? Study daily even when motivation is low. Discipline is remembering what you want, with an inverted commas. Golden rule. You don't want, but you have to do it. Unwantingly, undesiringly, there is, you see, lot of demotivation not to do, or to sleep, or to run away from that study, because in the morning at 4:30 you got up and then you started your daily routine, and now you are fed up and you want to say goodbye and you want to enjoy. Maybe, you see, iPhone, lot of message, the lot of little, because the backlog of bad habits that you had been engaged with or engaged in previously, all those bad habits that you have to, you see, clip off. You have to let it go. You have to run away from these habits. And now the new habits, and because it is just only for 7-8 months that you have to say goodbye to all those demotivating or disengaging or distracting or disengaging, all those interceptors, I must say, enemies of your career. All those enemies, all those, they will start, you see, attacking on you, not to do, not to prepare, not to do CSS. But you have to be consistently, you have to be insistently, you have to be, you see, very, very soldier-like. You have to be a soldier-like, very well disciplined and strict in your following the daily routine. And the golden rule that I have already given you, study daily even when motivation is low. Discipline is remembering what you want. Number 3, read newspapers intelligently every day. You have to read newspapers. Yes, all the English newspapers. A future civil servant must understand national and international affairs. What happened before Eid al-Adha? What happened during the Eid al-Adha? And what happened on 28th of morning of May? And how, again, while the negotiations, while the mediation was there, while, you see, Iran and America both were getting closer to sign an agreement, and the parties were being consulted, and visits of Field Marshal Sayyid Asim Munir from Pakistan Army to Iran, and then to China, Prime Minister there in China, and a lot of people were there to reach an agreement. And all of a sudden, what happened? You must know. And those, you see, typical news items, and then of course critical and analytical and little deliberations or articles written by, or columnists, they have written their columns, and then editorials there in the newspaper. You must go through with underlined important things, highlighted things. Essential reading areas: international relations, economy, governance, climate change, technology, judiciary, parliamentary affairs, national affairs, or international page, or editorial page. Everywhere you will come to know a lot of things. So you will keep abreast to yourself. You will keep yourself abreast, or you will keep yourself linked with the developing scenario in the region, on the international map, and all the continents, what's happening, and the trouble spots, hot spots, and all the current affairs, that what's are there, a little turning here and there, what's going on. Recommended sources of newspaper, or the the print media, Dawn, the Express, Tribune, the BBC News, Foreign Affairs, the talk, or the moderators there on the TV talk shows, on current affairs, very, very important that you have to listen to them, you have to enjoy, because in the morning what you studied, what you did on daily basis, you have now 1 hour or maybe 1.5 hours, your contact with the newspaper, with the print media, with the newspaper, with the electronic media, with all. So your habit and technique, read editorials, excuse me, read editorials critically. Maintain a current affairs register. You must have a tagged with time, with your, the title of the news or the title of the editorial, or maybe reworded editorial, not the exactly the worded title of the editorial by that newspaper editor. You have to give your title as well. So current affairs register should be there. Write 5 to 10 bullet summaries daily. I repeat, write 5 to 10 bullet summaries, and you are at liberty to share it with me and send it across to me to my email address, tawseefkamal23673 at gmail.com. That is the Colonel's Academy Bahawalpur's email address that you can. And then of course my WhatsApp number 0302 7710 911. Yes, dear students, dear competitors, it's very important that write 5 to 10 bullet summaries daily. Routine number 4. Write every single day. Write every single day. What you have to write? Not, you have to write, your message or recollection or your the single day. CSS is fundamentally a written examination. Many aspirants read too much but write too little. You have to give almost 110%, 120% more writing. Daily writing habits: 1 paragraph, 1 argumentative paragraph, 1 outline practice, 1 analytical answer. Develop clarity, coherence, wholesomeness. It's, the unity there in the paragraph. So clarity, coherence, grammar, and then analytical maturity, speed. Everything, your writing speed that you have to, on daily basis, on hourly basis. So you're writing, all that's going to, inculcate a little habit in you to maintain timing. Maybe 10 words in 1 line, or maybe 4 letters in 1 word, or maybe from 5 letters to 8 letters word that you have to write, but in how many seconds, how many moments, seconds, hours, and then of course the days, then is the week, months, and then of course year. This is how the time that you have to, and what you have to do within the stipulated time of a moment, time bracket of a moment, time bracket of a second, time bracket of a minute, time bracket of an hour, because it is 3 hours paper. So you have to be very strict. You have to be very, very justifyingly. You have to inculcate that habit that you write, and the writing speed is there. That is maintainable. Having one outline, practice, one analytical answer, develop what you have to develop, what you have to inculcate, what you have to, even that some one paragraph or the outline that you have to write. You have to have clarity, coherence, grammar, analytical maturity and speed. Powerful quote regarding this thing. Again, you must. Writing makes an exact man with an inverted commas. Francis Bacon. Speaking makes you ready man. Reading makes you ready man. And you are preparing yourself for CSS exam. Mind you, it's written 1200 marks written papers. It's your written assignments written on paper. What is the demonstrated? Not the eyes, not your face, not your personality. It is just your written words are there, lines are there. It's your answer sheet is there in front of the examiner, and he is to note down and to go through complete sentence, complete answer, or word by word, line by line. He will be so cruel and will be antagonistic. He will definitely award less marks to you because you are competing with your comrade. Writing makes an exact man, Francis Bacon. So improve your English constantly. What does it mean, by the way? This is the fifth habit that you have to inculcate, daily habit. Quickly, I would like to go. English, improve English constantly. English is the backbone of CSS success. Not CSS exam only, but the success in that and meritorious success, the topper success, the ahead of almost everybody. You have to have focus, you have to have target, and your target is to be right on the top. So CSS is the backbone of success. Daily English habits. Learn 10 vocabulary words daily. Read quality English prose. Practice punctuation and grammar. Speak English confidently. You even talk to and speak to yourself. There are in the maybe onlookers or around you people, maybe they would be just naming you as a fanatic, as a madman, as a lost mind, a lost or as a block-headed man sitting here talking to walls. Yes, of course. Let them talk. Let them ridicule, but you have to be strictly adhere to your habit of learning English, revising English, speaking English, writing English, speak English confidently, and keep a diary in English that you are. Even the date and the time you note down in ink. In ink, I repeat. That is to maintenance of your daily diary, hourly diary. Read great authors, George Orwell, Bertrand Russell, Francis Bacon, Charles Lamb. All these are the great essayists that I am talking of. You see, vocabulary or increasing your vocabulary, or you have to have a beautiful style of writing a paragraph, a subpara or a sentence. How to have, you see, dependent sentence and independent sentence. How to have clauses there, the conditional sentences. How to use, you see, for example, once you have to convert the passage of your précis into 1/3, then paragraphically written passage is to be converted or is to be rewritten. The précis should be 1/3 and it should be in one go, in one para. So you have to, you see, you will not use first person, third person. So I mean I, we, you, I, my, me, we, our, us, you, your, you. You will not use You will use third persons. He, she, he, his, him, she, her, her. It, it's it. They, their, them. Any one girl's name, her, her. Any one boy's name, his, him. More than one names may be Halima and Ibrahim. Their, them. So this is how Presi is written, always written in third person. And then inverted commas are removed. Dashes are removed. Punctuation marks are removed. But necessary, important full stops or maybe colons and semicolons, they are allowed to be used or to be rewritten in your Presi. All that rule of Presi writing that you have to practice on daily basis. The habit number 6. Daily habit number 6 that you have to inculcate. Revise daily. So never trust memory alone. Revision converts information into permanent understanding. I repeat, never trust your memory alone. Revision converts information into permanent understanding. Suggested revision formula. What is from my side, from my academy, from Colonel's CSS Academy Bahawalpur, a formula for a suggested formula, a suggested rule, a suggested quick shortcut to retain your memory there. That is very, very important. Daily revision, weekly revision, monthly revision. Trial. 3 approach, 3 R's. So 3 R's. What are the 3 R principle? Read, recall, rewrite. Because without revision, without knowledge, without revision, knowledge fades rapidly. You see, run away. It runs away, miles away from your memory. So distantly would be, you see, located your memorized sentences, memorized information, miles away from you if you do not carry out your revision. Remember these words. So, daily revision, weekly revision, monthly revision, and 3 R principle during these daily revisions, weekly revisions, and monthly revision. 3 R's. First R, read. Second R, recall. Third R, rewrite, because without revision, knowledge fades rapidly. Scorers, very, very important. Scorers enrich answers with quotations, statistics, the top scorers, the top positions holders, the ahead of almost everybody. You know, I was there and I met a gentleman there in at the CSS Academy, CSS Academy, PS CSS Academy Lahore. When I visited, I stayed there, I delivered my lecture as well. And there, when this shield was offered to me, this memento and sweet memory of this was offered to me, that was marvelous. And I met a gentleman, and here, the Government College University, where again I delivered a talk, I visited and I stayed there, and then of course it was directly to motivate my students over there. The Vice Chancellor, he handed over and he gave me this momentum as well. What is important around? Maintain, you have to be best scorer there in the competitive examination. Because you know how to enrich your answers with quotations, statistics, constitutional references, reports, and historical examples that you pick and you quote there in your answer, because you have already revised, you have already written, you have already practiced, you have already given maximum written practice, writing practices during your these precious hours. precious days, precious and costly time bracket available to you from June onward up to January 2027. So maintain SAPR register for quotations, Islamic references, current affairs data, important constitutional articles and international organizations. Example, United Nations, a separate register. The International Monetary Fund, separate register. Then is the World Bank, separate register. So all those are there, separators are there. If there is one register, one folder is there, then there must be separated carefully and neatly and separately placed there in between all the dividing presses and those papers, assignments. And the eighth very important habit, practice answer presentation. Very important, dear audience, dear gentlemen, it's very important, believe you me. Presentation creates impact. Remember, daily presentation habits, headings, subheadings, then as paragraph balance, paraphrasing practice, diagrams, flowcharts, and relevant quotations that you have to do it, you have to write it, you have to draw. Certain data are tabulated data that you have to do. Write it in or bring in writing in your own hand. It is written. A beautiful answer sheet reflects organized thinking, because it is the answer sheet on that you see impact, overall impact. Each page is leaving an impact on the mind of the examiner. You are there. Behind written lines you are speaking, you are talking, you are giving, you are introducing yourself that you are there as a topper. You are there as the best scorer behind your written lines. And while reading your written lines, while reading your answers, the examiner awards you maximum marks. Next habit that you have to inculcate, mind you, once again I am reminded to all of you that it is the inculcation of little habits, daily habits, that you have to inculcate, you have to have, without which not possible for you. So the ninth habit that you have to inculcate, develop a physical fitness and mental stability. An exhausted body cannot sustain long preparation. Daily wellness habits. What are the daily wellness habits? Walk or exercise 30 minutes, maybe in the morning, but daily. Sleep 6 to 8 hours. 6 to 8 hours. And drink sufficient water. Avoid excessive social media. Practice emotional balance. And a warning note from Colonel CSS Academy Bahawalpur, I, Tawseef Kamal, the Commandant Tawseef Kamal, is proffering, initiating a warning note to all of you. Social media, iPhones, these are the detractors, these are the distractors, these are the deceivers, deception, camouflaged enemies of yours, because your time is a very precious time. This bracket available to you. So sleep from 6 to 8 hours, drink sufficient water, avoid excessive social media, practice emotional balance, and remember, very, very important, CSS is a marathon, not a sprint. A sound mind is a sound body. Next habit that you have to inculcate, that is the limit social media addiction. We people have become addicted to social media. We people have we have become addicted to gossiping. We have become addicted to talking, to just scrolling, to just browsing something which is irrelevantly damaging our personality. So, one of the greatest destroyers of CSS preparation today is uncontrolled screen usage. Avoid endless scrolling, political toxicity, useless debates, time wasting videos. Instead, what you have to do, you have to use technology purposefully. Lectures, documentaries, journals, podcasts, academic discussions, virtual contact with the Colonel's Academy, and my sending your notes to me and getting it back very well checked up, advised, certain side notes, bottom notes, and then you see encircled, and then a piece of advice from the academy you will receive on your attempted assignments and your essays, your presses, current affairs, your optional papers, your everything would be checked by all the experts, examiners, all the experts and very experienced teachers, and they will check it up and we will send it back to you. We will share it with you. We'll hold virtual classes as well, a huge, without any fee. Believe you me, maybe our little expenses or maybe little expenses that would be encircling and will be, you see, maybe social media fee will be charged, but you see, it will not be as huge the amount of monthly fee as the other academies they are getting. I'm sorry. To inculcate the next habit, the little habit routine and the daily habit, that is habit number 11, build analytical think. Yes, dear students, CSS no longer rewards the memorization alone. Train yourselves to ask, why did this happen? What was the reason? What was the cause and effect? What are the causes? What are the impacts? What solutions exist or likely to come as come to your mind as solutions? How does it affect Pakistan? If it is international, then how does it affect Pakistan? And maybe the next coming years, after 5 years, how it will be affecting the Pakistan's 5 years plan, policies, and you see, you have to ponder over it. This habit creates officer-like thinking. You will be, before becoming CSP officers, you are inculcating certain habits in yourselves to behave, to think, to do, to think, to perceive, and to come out as a CSP officer, as a CSP, as a CSS officer, as the central superior officer, as bureaucrat, as civil servant, as good administrator, as the district administrator, as the tehsil and subdivision administrator, as the foreign staff officer, as the custom staff officer, as the custom officers, as the income tax officer, as the railway officer, or as the good administrator. So, habit number 12, solve past papers regularly. We will be providing the old papers, the old examinations paper, the CSS examination 27, 25, 20, 24, 23, 22, 21, all already available to us, and with examiner reports, we'll be sharing it with you. We'll be holding a collective virtual lecture as well on that, and on our screen we'll display it to you. We'll share it with you, maybe 2 hours weekly get together, or maybe the after 3 days, 4 days, or maybe on every Sunday, we'll be holding a lecture and pointing out important things and announcing the results, who were the toppers at our academy, in this way, who were the toppers. So this is very important, the feedback that we will be sharing with you. So past papers reveal examiner mindset, recurring themes, expected analytical depth. Recommended habit is to solve one MCQ paper weekly, one full length answer practice weekly. Official reference, everything is there on the website of CSS examination portal. But habit number 13 that you have to inculcate, that's very important. This routine habit that you have to inculcate among yourselves. Dear audience, dear candidates, stay spiritually and morally grounded. A civil servant must possess integrity, patience, humility, and public service spirit. Daily moral habits, honesty, gratitude, civil accountability, respect for parents and teachers, sincerity toward the nation. All is in fact embodiment qualities, all inbuilt character traits, all in the personality of civil servant, of a CSP officer, of a civil bureaucracy. You know, in all, at Pakistan Military Academy Kakul, at Command and Staff College Quetta, at NDU National Defence University, you talk of all military institutions where this sort of, you see, strict daily routine is followed. And right from the dawn to the dusk, even at night. And then warlike exercises are carried out, actual war. And you have got, you see, the mock exercises daily, hourly, daily, weekly, fortnightly, monthly. That's all from my side. I once again request you to own me. I once again request you to share your comments with me in the comments box. You have to share your likes. You have to give me and send me your hearts to me. And you have to join my academy. Your registration is open. You have to send it across to me. Very best of you and very best of luck to all of you, and do inculcate all these 13, 14. And in addition to these 13, 14, whatever you can also further dwell on to enrich, to give firm foundation to these habits, have to inculcate and let it be your own habits, not dictated habits, not imposed habits. It should be your own. Own them. It's your ownership. Very best of you. Thanks a lot. God bless you. It's nice talking to you. And the next, my video would be on questions and answers. Questions and answers. Questions of the toppers answers in all the year-wise CSS examinations. I beg you, and thank you very much. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you.